play against a good team like this and win the game like we did. So I'm really proud of our coaches. I'm proud of our players. They had a good plan. They worked really hard leading into this game. And then we had some guys really step up and make plays, which we needed in order to win. So overall, good team win. Some individual performances where guys did some really good jobs doing on their assignments. And then just overall from the staff, everybody just focused from the week going into this game, but showed up in how we played today.
Question for Brandon Marcellus.
Coach, congratulations on that final touchdown drive to melt the clock and to convert all those third downs and do what you did. I guess kind of a big picture question, more so than just this game, but is that the type of drive that encapsulates what you want to see from your Auburn teams, not just this season, but going forward? And it maybe is being something you keep in the highlight reel, so to speak, to show your team.
Well, it's definitely the way that we'd like to finish the game. You want to convert, you want to stay on the field, you want to be able to run it at the end of the game. I think most teams, when they're winning, would like to be able to do that. We certainly would. That was a drive that, I was very proud of, to see our guys go out there and execute. And like I said before, I think Coach Bobo, the offensive staff, had a good plan to go into this game and hopefully have opportunities like that. But overall, yes, I mean, that's the way that we want to play. And I think because of how we executed in those situations. So overall, we'll take that, we'll learn from it. We'll apply it to the bye week and the things that we have to do in order to get better. That'll be in addition to all the other games that we played. And now we have a chance to focus on ourselves and not focus on an opponent before we have to go play again in the next one, which will be good for us. We need it. We need to get a few guys healthy. We need some time to correct a few things, make examples of a lot of the positive stuff that we've been doing and spend more time on that and just talk to our guys about this is how it looks. This is how we can get to these things through our preparation and hopefully continue to build on that.
Question from Justin Ferguson.
Bryan, the passing game this season's had a lot of drops, barely had any today, had 2 big explosive touchdowns. What was the difference for your guys this week in coming out there and finally hitting some of those plays and playing a clean game?
Yeah, well, I think just hitting them, that's – hey, again, nobody's trying to put the ball on the ground. We know that. A lot of it has to do with the teams that we play. They're good. And it was good to see our wide receivers, our passing game have some explosive plays today. That helps us. It all goes back to the run game. When you're able to run the ball, I think you're able to have some of those plays like we did in the pass game. But guys have worked hard to balance, or at least to have the opportunity to be balanced on the offensive side when you can. But we focused on the run game. We focused on protection. We focused on being able to hit some big plays in this game. We were able to do that today.
Question from Jordan Hill.
Bryan, I want to ask you about Bo's throw to Demetrius that's coming off of the 4th down stop. Just what sort of was going into that play call, and what did you see when the play was executed?
Well, we had a big play, so we had some momentum. That's not always what we do, but felt like that was something that we had set up. We had seen, we hadn't gotten to it. So, first play gives you a chance to do that. And I thought it was a great call by Coach Bobo. They had seen, an opportunity for that route to have a chance. And then what I didn't see, and I saw the end of it, and I'm going to assume that D-Rob did a good job of just attacking the defense. He attacked the DB. He was able to get by him. Bo got the ball up early. I was looking at protection. So we protected long enough to make that play successful, and we hit it. And the hard part about that one, too, we're right in the sun. We kind of took it to where we could have the sun in the 4th quarter in our favor, not in our face. And so he kind of threw it up right there, and Demetrius came down with it, and it was explosive play. Like, those are ones that you want to hit and get a big shot like that and finish it in the end zone like we did. And then that really helped us with the momentum. We just stopped, so we had it. We were able to hit a big play, so it was kind of back-to-back momentum changers for us.
Question for Brian Matthews.
Yes, Bryan. The broadcast mentioned you did some different drills with the wide receivers this week with defensive guys sort of on them to work on that pass catching. Just could you tell us a little bit more about that and how much it helped you guys?
Well, we did it the week before too. I mean, it's not it's not anything revolutionary. It's just, some of the one-on-one stuff that you do in practice. I think we've done some things with our entire team of just kind of throwing the ball around and catching it, and some of that too, it's not so much the drill. Sometimes when you have something become such a focus, you got to just really take a step back and put things in perspective. And our guys, they're going to catch the ball. They can make plays. We got to go out there and work on it every day, have confidence in ourselves, believe that we can go out there and make those plays. And it's not really more complicated than that. There's a few things that we did drill wise, but overall, hey, what you're capable of doing. Just go out there and do it, and don't let all these other factors become bigger than what they really are. It's just doing your job at the wide receiver position or whatever position on that side of the ball. That was a message this week. Just do your job. You don't have to do any more than that. Really focus on just one play at a time. Simple. Don't get ahead of yourself. And then I think the big thing is just kind of the standards that guys are developing for themselves of how they're going to get themselves ready. There's not just going out there just to get through it, but really to go out there and really get better and be intentional about it. That showed up more. I thought more guys stayed after practice, did a few things with the QBs. They're trying to work on that stuff on their own and just tweak it from practice and get it just right. I think that becomes the difference. I think it's more about the extra work and focus that the players are doing with them amongst themselves to try to get it better than it was any drill that we did.
Finish up with two more from Mark Murphy and Jason Caldwell. Mark?
As a head coach, I guess you got to be really happy outscoring these guys 10-0 in the fourth quarter. Defense gave up almost nothing. Offense had 2 long drives. And then you made the field goal too. So special teams contributed.
They did. Derek Hall had that's a big strip fumble play. I think he had another one in there as well. You score on defense, you have a really good shot at winning the game. So, understand that. I'm excited for our team to come in here and play against a really good Arkansas team and to win. That was a fun game. I think Arkansas is a really good team. A lot of respect. I like the way they play. I like the way our guys played today. That was a good football game that we got a chance to be a part of. And to be on the road and to win and going into a bye week, all these things are big for our program. And, that gives us a chance to create some momentum as we go into this bye week and do some things. But I am excited. I enjoyed that game. I enjoyed watching our guys on the sideline. I enjoyed listening to the staff communicate with each other. There were things that we've all been working on that fell into place today. It doesn't mean that we stopped working on those and everything's figured out. But I do feel like this week of preparation, the focus that we had, what we showed in the game, like that carried over into this game. And one of the reasons why we're able to win, in my opinion.
Finish up with Jason Caldwell.
Ryan, you mentioned the big plays, obviously really important to get those chunk yardage plays. How much does that feed into confidence too early on, Javarius, just to kind of get that feel of having some success in those plays, you kind of build on it?
I think it's huge. The thing about it is you put a plan in, you feel like everything you put in is going to have some type of success. That's why you put it in. And so when you hit it and you have that early, that just tells you, hey, all this work we did, everything we've been focusing on, all the stuff that we had to spend extra time on, like it's going to pay off. And I think that's just human nature, right? When you do something and you see the results of it, and I think our guys believe in it, but when you see the results of it, it's not just, the offensive guys that were working on, it's the defensive players, and you watch your defense go out there and sack the quarterback and get a touchdown. Like it creates that belief and momentum that I think are important in a 4-hour game that everybody has to have. We're all human. You can go out there and just try to stay as focused as possible, but the emotion of the game has a little factor in that as well. And so when you make big plays, you're excited for guys. That was a big play for Barr. That was a big play for D-Rob. Like those guys, they've been working really hard to make those happen. It was a big play for Bo and everybody that was involved in that. Big play on defense, big play on special teams. So all those things, I think what our guys are doing a really good job of, they're happy for the teammates. They see the other guys out there making plays too. And it's their teammates that are coming out there and sharing that experience with them and excited for them because they know what they've been doing and how much they've worked to try to make that happen. So that to me, that's the fun part. That's the enjoyable part as a coach. to see that. You want to win the game. You see guys making plays. You see them out there with confidence, and then you see the results. We're able to win on the road against a good team.
Coach, thank you very much.
Okay, thanks, guys.